So let us look at elective maths. In this question, two opposite vertices of a square are 3, 1 and negative 1, 3. Find the equation of the circle which passes through all four vertices of the circle. So let's start. We say that it's a square and that the circle passes through all the four vertices. These are the vertices. So a circle passes through all four vertices of the circle, but this is a sketch, so you don't need to construct. Good. So let's say now the opposite vertices are 3 and 1. So if this is vertex A, we have 3, 1. This is the opposite vertex to this one. So this is B, that will be C, negative 1, 3. Then this is D. Good. Now we are asked to find the equation of the circle. That is this circle. But before we find the equation of the circle, we must know the center. Now we can find the center by saying that we draw a diagonal from A to C. Now the middle of the diagonal will be the center of the circle. So let's say that point is C. Now how can we find the coordinates of the center of the circle? You will see that from A to C, C is halfway. It means that when we find the midpoint of line, oh no, let's say P, because this is C. That is when I find the midpoint of line AC, that will represent the center, the coordinates of the center of the circle. So we'll say that P will be equal to half into brackets 3 plus minus 1, which will be 3 minus 1, comma half times 1 plus 3. 1 plus 3. Now this will give me 2 divided by 2, that is 1. Then 1 plus 3 is 4, divided by 2 is 2. So it means that the coordinates of the center of the circle are 1 and 2. Now with this, let us quote the general equation of a circle. The general equation of a circle is given as x squared plus y squared plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c, and this is equal to 0. Now with this, we are going to find x, g, and f. Now we can find g and f from the coordinates of the center, where we say that g is equal to negative 1. That is, we negate the x coordinate of the center. Then f is equal to negative 2. Negate the y coordinates of the center. Now with this, I can substitute g and f into the general equation. And I'll say that x squared plus y squared plus 2 into brackets negative 1x plus 2 into brackets negative 2y plus c is equal to 0, which comes to x squared plus y squared minus 2x minus 4y plus c is equal to 0. So you realize that if we are able to obtain c and put it back here, we would have found the equation of the circle. Now how do we find c? We can find c by saying that, okay, if AC is the diagonal, then AP is half of AC. Yes, we know that. But what is AP or PC? It is the radius of the circle. Now we can find the radius of the circle by saying, let it be R. Let R be the radius. And this will be equal to the square root of 3 minus 1 squared plus 1 minus 2 squared. And that is R equal to square root of 2 squared plus negative 1 squared. And this comes to R will be equal to square root of 4 plus 1, and that is 5. So I'll say that, let us say that R squared, I am squaring both sides. When I square both sides, R squared is equal to 5. Let's hold it here. Now the same radius in terms of G, F, and C can be written as R equal to negative G squared plus negative F squared minus C. Yes, this is true. So let us see. Our R will be equal to square root of negative G. Negative G is 1. So that is 1 squared plus 2 squared. Negative F, negative 2. So that is minus C. Good. Now, I will say that R is equal to 1 plus 4. That is 5 minus C. Now, you will see that from here. Okay, from here, before we come here, let us square both sides again. You see that R squared is equal to 5 minus C. But R squared is equal to 5. So you will see that 5 is equal to 5 minus C. I am looking for C. So let's bring it here to become positive. Then this one goes there. C is 5 minus 5. And this is equal to 0. So I have obtained C in the equation. Let me go and put it there. So it will be x squared plus y squared minus 2x minus 4y plus 0, which I will not write, is equal to 0. And that is the equation of the circle. Thank you very much. I'll see you again. Bye-bye.